testing for food or medicine or for a medical emergency. In his daily remarks Monday, World Health Organization Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said that specific attention should be given to low and middle-income countries in Africa, Asia, and Latin America when discussing the movement of essential health products. The Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari announced stay-at-home orders for the country's capital and its largest city and said that travel to and from other parts of the country should be avoided. Authorities in Zimbabwe ordered a 3-week lockdown starting Monday, with similar measures in Nepal, Slovenia, and Argentina being extended. And in the United States, which has the most cases worldwide, the state of New York has passed the somber milestone of 1,200 deaths. U.S. President Trump announced U.S. guidelines on social distancing to prevent the virus from spreading and would be extended to the end of April. Italy, which has by far the most deaths and has been under strict lockdown for weeks, reported more than 750 more deaths Sunday, but saw signs of hope with a slowdown in new infections. An Italian government official told Italy's Sky TG24 television that while everyone wants to return to life as usual, talking about such a move at this point is inappropriate and that the lockdown measures set to expire Friday will inevitably be renewed. This is VOA News. The United Nations top envoy for Syria warned Monday that the coronavirus could be a new calamity for the war-torn country and that a nationwide ceasefire must be implemented immediately. Special Envoy Geir Peterson told the UN Security Council in a virtual meeting that the pandemic demands a complete shift in mindset to see the virus as the major threat against all Syrians. Syria has officially confirmed 10 cases of the respiratory illness caused by the new coronavirus and 1 death. There is no data available on how widely or whether the government is testing people. Peterson said that there is a high risk that authorities will be unable to contain the pandemic due to high levels of population movements and overcrowding in displaced persons camps and detention facilities. There's also severe shortage of health professionals and the necessary medical equipment and supplies. UN humanitarian chief Mark Lowcock told council members that given the virus's trajectory in other countries, Syria's 10 reported cases are only the tip of the iceberg. Russia tightened controls aimed at combating the spread of the virus Monday, with Moscow introducing temporary quarantine measures and the Kremlin moving to extend the lockdown nationwide. The new restrictions came as President Vladimir Putin discussed the coronavirus among other issues with President Trump in a phone call that the Kremlin insisted was at Washington's request. The conversation came as Mr. Putin made clear he recognized the growing threat of the COVID-19 outbreak. He appeared for his second televised national address on the issue on Monday with a new sense of urgency. The new tone came as government task force said suspected cases of COVID-19 had swelled past the 1,800 mark with 9 deaths, numbers that continue to place Russia far lower than other global coronavirus hotspots. Kremlin allies and critics alike now acknowledge that may be due to under-reporting. Officials in Afghanistan said Monday at least 21 security forces died in the latest Taliban attacks, and a planned prisoner swap with the insurgent group has been delayed again. The latest violence, as a spokesman for the Afghan National Security Council confirmed that a long-awaited prisoner swap process was supposed to start on Tuesday, but it's been delayed. That swap is one of the key provisions in the U.S.-Taliban agreement signed on February 29th, requiring Kabul to release up to 5,000 insurgent prisoners. Organizers for Tokyo's rescheduled Olympics have announced that the new date for the Summer Games will be July 23rd to August 8th of 2021. The head of the Tokyo 2020 Organizing Committee, Yoshiro Mori, announced that decision on Monday after consultations with the International Olympic Committee. The head of the Tokyo 2020 Organizing Committee and the IOC announced last week the decision to delay the Games due to the coronavirus. I'm Tommy McNeil, via remote VOA News.
Advocates and the business community are generally supportive, but have aired concerns that they say the government needs to address. Columbus Mavunga reports from Harare.
We are worried that even as our